Well, it is autumn here in Faribault, so we're here at this month's supporter of the FCTV News, Faribault Rental. Thanks again for supporting us in October.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
All right, here's the news.
Hello, my name is Mo Gaitan. I am the new Recreation Coordinator here in the City of Faribault. I am excited to tell you that open skating in the ice arena is underway. You can find the complete schedule online at our Parks and Recreation website. Open skate is $5 and rentals are $3, and that is cash only. Additionally, an exciting announcement, we'll have the Phase 1 ribbon cutting for Viaduct Park this fall. So save the date for November 13th, 3:30 to 5:30. You can expect music, entertainment, some giveaways, and the first 100 guests will receive a free commemorative mug. So I'll see you there.
Hey everybody, my name is Devin Pawarek. I'm a rec coordinator here with Faribault Park and Rec, and I have some upcoming activities in October to share with you. First off, we got adult volleyball at the Armory starting on October 6th for co-ed, which will be Monday nights, and then on October 9th for women on Thursday nights. Then we also have open gym at the Armory starting on October 7th. That'll have open basketball and volleyball. It'll be $4 cash only. And then as well, we have our Washington Rec Centers available for weekend rentals. So reach out to myself at the community center for availability and pricing. Thank you.
Hi everybody, Dr. Reinsbach here from Ritchie Eye Clinic. As we're stepping into fall, and you might want to catch the bright fall colors or make sure that your eyes don't cause you to miss out on your prize-winning deer this year. Just to ensure that your eyes are in tip-top shape, come in and see us at the clinic here today. But specifically, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about cataracts. Very common in patients as they age, but can affect any aged population. But just about everybody by the time they hit age 70 or 75 is dealing with cataracts, whether or not they realize it. Oftentimes cataracts progress very slowly over many years, and people don't realize what they've lost. It's always a fun experience for us here. Once we remove one cataract and the patients are comparing the two eyes, they realize that sometimes the good eye now becomes the bad eye. So certainly if you are having symptoms of blurry vision, glare, especially at night with driving, as we know the days are getting shorter and it might be hard to avoid driving at night in the winter months ahead, please come in and get your eyes checked, and we can talk to you more about cataracts and cataract surgery and get you seeing better, and so you can take in the season with all the colors.
Welcome to Riverbend Nature Center's October programs. On Saturday, October 4th from 10 to 11 a.m., come watch birds at the Windows on the Wild viewing area and learn a little bit more about them from a Riverbend naturalist. Enjoy bagels sponsored by Shattuck St. Mary's Inn at Shattuck. After Bagels and Birds, join us for story time at 11 with Wilbur, the hognose snake animal ambassador. Then at 2 p.m. on October 4th, join us for Sweet Reads Book Club, a group discussion on The Nature Fix by Florence Williams. November's book will be H is for Hawk by Helen McDonald. On Monday, October 6th, is Little Sprouts, an adult child program for kids birth through 5 years old and their caretaker. There are 2 sessions, one at 9:30 a.m. and another at 5 p.m. Come join us to explore all of the different shapes and colors that can be found out in nature. Homeschoolers can join us on Monday, October 6th from 1 to 3 p.m. to learn all about aquatic ecosystems. Come explore Riverbend's ponds and river and learn about what lives in our aquatic ecosystems. $5 for members and $10 for non-members. On Saturday, October 11th from 10 to 12, we have our Stewardship Saturday for native planting. Learn how we're restoring our land and help us with some native plantings. More information can be found at rbnc.org/upcoming-programs. On Wednesday, October 15th, we have our Lunch and Learn program all about Minnesota moths with Kyle Johnson from the Minnesota DNR. Kyle will take you on a tour of Minnesota moth diversity, including habitat specialists, conservation concerns, and how to find and learn about moths. The cost is $5 for Riverbend members and $10 for non-members. Homeschoolers can join us on October 20th from 1 to 3 p.m. for a river study. Learn how to use seine nets to better understand what species of fish are found in the Straight River and how they fit together to create an aquatic ecosystem. Cost is $5 per member, $10 per non-member. On Monday, October 20th, we have Little Sprouts Creepy Crawlers from 9:30 to 11 a.m. or from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Come join us with your little one to learn all about creatures that are creepy and crawl. $5 per member and $10 per non-member. On Saturday, October 25th, is the annual Bats, Bones, and Bonfires Halloween event from 2 to 5 p.m. Bring your family for an afternoon of fun. There will be horse-drawn wagon rides, live animals, a bonfire with s'mores, games, trick-or-treat bags, and more. Costumes are encouraged. It is $10 per member family and $20 per non-member family. Payment is cash at the door. We hope to see you there.
Hi, Laura Bach from the Faribault Foundation coming to you today to talk about all the fun things we have going on in October. So by the time you're watching this, our Women Who Care event will be right around the corner. But if it's early in October, there's still time to make your donation and attend. That event is October 5th. A little bit later in the month, we've got 100 Men on a Mission. You can still make a donation, men, and attend that event on Thursday, October 23rd, 5 o'clock at the American Legion. Both events follow the same format. The people present, donors present, actually vote, nominate and vote local nonprofits to receive a grant up to or maybe exceeding $5,000. Depends on how many attendees we have at the event. So I hope that you make your $100 donation and be part of local philanthropy. On another note, it is fall, and so this time of year, people sometimes are looking to make charitable donations. So if you have a qualified charitable distribution that you want to make a donation to an organization from, please consider the Faribault Foundation. We have a list of funds that could use some help with a bump with a donation from a generous donor like yourself. Also, required minimum distributions, if that's part of your investment strategy and you've reached the age where you need to take some money out of your IRAs. Again, all of the funds listed on the Faribault Foundation website. Would be happy to receive a gift from you. When you make a donation into a fund at the Faribault Foundation, you're supporting the Faribault community. And in some cases, like an endowment, in perpetuity. And so if you have more questions, go ahead and give me a call, 507-805-8800, or you can learn more by visiting our website, faribaultfoundation.org. Have a great October, everybody.
Hi, my name's Chad and I'm the pharmacy manager at the Hy-Vee here in Faribault. Today I'm just going to talk about a couple different hygiene tips with flu and COVID season coming up here and through the winter, just to try to help keep everyone healthier and safer this winter. One of the first things that helps the most is make sure you're washing your hands regularly, especially when you go to the bathroom or if you're going out and about stores and stuff. When you get home, just wash your hands when you get home. And with that, the biggest thing is to make sure you're washing them long enough. A lot of us just do a quick rinse off, and that's not sufficient. You want to wet down your hands, then get the soap, scrub it, and then wash your hands for 20 seconds, which usually is roughly singing the ABC song in your head, or aloud if you want to. And then along with that, if you do end up getting a cold or a cough or anything, make sure that you're coughing into your arm like this, and not into your hands, because then it won't spread to other people as much, because the spray from your cough and sneeze and everything is contained, and then also it's not in your hands that you're touching everything with. So those are kind of two major factors to help slow the spread of disease in the fall. And then along with that, you can come in and get your flu and COVID shots. And if you're up to date, if you need any other vaccines to be up to date, we have a wide variety of those as well. So just let us know and we can help you out with that. And if you'd like to transfer prescriptions over, feel free to talk to one of us and we'll help you out. Looking forward to seeing you. Have a good fall. Thank you.
We'll take a quick break from the news here. I'm here at Faribault Rental, this month's supporter of the FCTV News. What the heck are we looking at here, Clayton?
Well, this is an aerial lift. This is a towable version of an aerial lift. What this is really good for, if you're getting ready for the fall months, you're ready to do some tree trimming. So this is a great tool to use to get all the tree trimming done. We've obviously had some devastating ash borer come through. Right. So, need to get that taken care of before the winter comes, because the last thing you want is have fallen down on someone's house or your house.
Yeah.
Very easy to use also, by the way.
Absolutely. No, ash tree had to come down at my place, and the rule of thumb there, last I heard, was 30% of the foliage. If your tree is bare, it's time to start looking at, unfortunately, taking that tree down.
Yeah.
So this would help with the limb removal and getting all that stuff out of the way first. Maybe you're not quite at 30%. Maybe you're getting ready for someone to come in to cut it down.
Absolutely.
This helps clean it up in the meantime.
Yeah. So basically what you do is you set it up just like this. It's got the outriggers, goes down on your lawn. Everything's electric. There's no gas motor. You sit in the basket
over here. Let's take a look.
And then it just booms up. This one that we're looking at right now, this one currently goes 35 feet or 40 feet tall. If with your reach in your hands, if you're at least 5 foot.
I barely break that.
Right, me too. Well, the cool thing is that this thing pivots all the way around too, so it's not something you need to tuck into the back of the house and get right next to the house. It booms out, goes up, twists around, very user friendly. It's meant for homeowner use.
Yeah, and I mean what we're looking at here, there's essentially the stop button up there.
Correct.
But there's not many controls on this thing.
Nope. It's basically just a few directions. The arrows are placed on there. It's either up or down or left and right, and that's it. So I mean, you don't need to be trained on it. You don't need to be certified or anything like that to use the machine.
Right.
It's very light too. It only weighs about 3,000 pounds. So a small Ranger, Ford Ranger, or Chevy S10 can easily pull it. I've seen people with minivans pull them as well. So it is very, very easy to pull, very easy to back up. We give you a tutorial. If you've never ran one, about a nice little 5-minute tutorial on how to use it.
Lovely. And I see, there's, 4 different supports there to keep it all balanced.
Yep, four different outriggers that you place down on your lawn or your cement pad if you have something like that. It just levels itself, so you don't have to have like a sight bubble or anything like that. The computer inside will tell you it's level, and then you're good to go.
Absolutely.
Really nice too, actually, if you're big into Christmas and you want to hang your lights and you're tired of getting on a ladder, this is the ticket right here. If you got like one of those high easel points and you're my age, 40, and you're just like, I'm not getting up on a 40-foot ladder anymore, this is the tool right here for you.
Or if you're a clumsy 24, you also want to do that as well.
Yep. So that's not a good height to fall from.
Exactly. So this can be a pretty intimidating piece of equipment, new homeowner, like myself. What is the biggest mistake that a beginner might make with something like this?
Biggest mistake that somebody can make is just trying to rush through leveling and thinking that you have to have it on a perfectly flat ground. It does not need to be perfectly flat. You can have a slight dip and a hill and something like that. And then it's just taking your time. There's a variable speeds on it as well. I always say just start out like at the slow turtle pace. Once you get comfortable with it, at about 20 minutes of usage, you'll start ramping up the speed and going a little bit faster.
Sure.
So the big thing is just patience, knowing that you are going to be up 40 feet. If you're okay with heights, that's the big thing. You got to be okay with being up 40 feet.
Right, absolutely. And so take your time with it.
Yes.
Let's talk about time. How long can people rent this out for? What does that look like?
I do it for 4-hour minimum on that, and then I have an all-day reservation. All day is, if you pick it up at 8 in the morning, it's just due back no later than 8 o'clock the next day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
And just keeping an eye on the wind and things
That's
like
the big thing.
well.
Yep. Obviously, Mother Nature, she can be a little cruel, and if it starts raining and get really windy like that, I would suggest not renting it that day.
Right.
Wait for a nice calm day like today. It's really nice and sunny, bright, no wind, so it's a good day to get up there.
Absolutely.
I do have another version of it here. This is my 55 foot.
Sure.
So if you got a really nice tall tree that you need to trim, or lights that you need to put on a barn or something like that, this goes 55, so it's 20 extra feet, so you're reaching 60 feet up in the air. Same exact machine, same exact controls. So if you've used the smaller one, you're ready to do something bigger again, if that tree is starting to get a little hazy on the top, this is going to get you up there.
Yeah, absolutely. So same auto leveling, all that good stuff. Same rental, 4-hour minimum, I assume.
Yep, 4-hour minimum on there as well. Again, you can use it for the hour and bring it back. That's fine. Just 4 hours is what you get for the first rental.
And folks can call. Folks can come in. Could you remind us of your hours?
Yeah, my hours right now is going to be 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. I do switch in the winter hours to shorter hours on Saturdays, only 8 to noon, and then 8 to 5 on the weekends. But that's on until about daylight savings time when everybody's just ready for turkey time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if folks want to find it, if you don't see the big pieces of yellow equipment out front, we're right next to the Taco Bell, the A&W, and the local Chamber of Commerce. Might feel a little early, folks, but we are heading into the holiday season. Whether you're talking about Oktoberfest, Halloween, Thanksgiving, there's a lot coming up here, and Faribault Rental can help you out in case you don't quite have the capacity with your own pieces of equipment. What are we looking at here? This is some heavy-duty stuff.
Yeah, this is some chairs and tables here. When you have a big family, my mom has 10 brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people in one house. It's a lot of chairs, a lot of tables. Everyone wants to sit. We're all getting older. It's unfeasible to carry around 30 to 40 chairs and 8 tables that are 8 feet long.
Right.
That's where we come in. Again, this is the resources we were kind of talking about, that it's not necessarily something you have to buy. You just rent it. It's a heck of a lot easier. We maintain everything. We make sure everything's up to code and up to standards that people would expect out of a rental and a chair and table. We have lots of options, white padded, white standard, just brown. We have a nice dance floor if you want to set something up for Oktoberfest, like you were saying, get the band going.
Yeah, get out the Lederhosens and bust some moves. Right.
There you go.
We've got all this: dance floor, chairs, tables.
Yep.
I see some coolers over there.
Coolers. We got a nice greenery wall. Congratulations, marriages or firstborn, anniversaries, good stuff like that. Just something fun to take pictures in front of. We've got cotton candy machines, nacho cheese machines, snow cone machines for the kids, inflatable bounce houses. Somebody just told me, whoever made that design is a billionaire. And I go, they absolutely are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing's better than having the kids just go run off somewhere and you can just have a conversation as an adult.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're heading into those holiday times, heading into all that. You can do it safely, and you can do it for a little bit cheaper than if you needed to buy your own bounce house, buy your own set of 30 chairs.
Yeah, and then storing it.
Exactly. Well, here at Faribault Rental, you can get a lot of big rigs, a lot of big pieces of equipment to haul around that aren't going to fit in the trunk of my Subaru. So we're looking at some trailers here.
Yeah.
What's your trailer policy for rentals, and how do you match it up to what people can carry?
So they're all based on weight and size. So it just depends on what you're trying to haul. So if you're just doing some small, yard cleanup for fall here, I've got smaller trailers that are 5x10s that are enclosed, 6x12s that are open. That's about the 3,000 pound mark. So just made for some small stuff, maybe like a lawnmower or a tractor or something like that. You can just want to put on there. Again, the 4-hour minimum on it, and then a full day rental, same as that. My bigger units here are for moving vehicles. So sometimes vehicles just break and you don't want to pay the tow fee, these are a lot less expensive than a tow fee. I've got tilt trailers, I've got ramp trailers, very easy to use. Again, just based on how much weight you need. I've got up to 15,000 pounds, which is more than what a car would weigh or a truck would weigh or something like that. A big thing is just got to have the right vehicle. So again, if you're taking one of my bigger trailers and you're hauling something that's 10,000 pounds, that's that's 13,000. You're gonna have to come with like an F-250 or a Chevy 2500, something like that, or bigger.
Right. And it's really on the renter to know what their vehicle can and cannot haul.
Correct. Yeah, and what you know you're picking up. Some people are, I'm picking up a truck. What kind of truck is it? What kind of tractor are you pulling? What are you putting on the trailer? If you don't know, obviously we can all use Google and they can just search it up for you. Not
absolutely.
a big deal.
Now, and assuming that people make mistakes or maybe think that they can out muscle their car a little bit. What should happen if something were to break on the trailer, something like that? People didn't use their best judgment and now they're kind of in a pickle. What does that look like from the store policy perspective?
Yep, the store policy is obviously, if something does happen where you do overload the trailers, we're going to have an open conversation about what needs to get replaced and fixed. Again, this is where honesty is the best policy. If you tell me that you're taking a tractor that's a John Deere 235, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up. If it says it's 17,000 pounds, I don't have anything here, so you're gonna have to find somebody else or something to tow that with. But again, if something does happen, we're here to have a discussion, and it's not the end of the world. It happens.
Absolutely. Honesty, the best policy.
Yep,
now,
absolutely.
A little bit of honesty here. We're very grateful for you for supporting Faribault Community Television. Could you tell us why it's so important for Faribault Rental to be supporting the local public television station?
Well, being in a small community, it's really important that this community has a place where you're not forced to buy expensive pieces of equipment, that you can just come in and use that. It's important for us to get out into the community to let know. People sometimes come in for the first time and go, I've lived here for 30 years and never knew we had a rental. That stinks, right? That's unfortunate. I've been caught in a situation where I needed to get something. I didn't want to buy the piece of equipment. I rented something and I was like, it's great. I don't have to ever deal with that ever again. I just a one-time use. Some of the stuff I'll see somebody for one time and I'll never see them again.
Right.
Which is fine with us. We're okay with that. And the big thing is when we support the FCTV, we want to make sure that the community is engaged, involved. They're supporting local businesses around here, because that's what it's all about, is supporting the community that we all live in, and we share the community and share the resources of the community, right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for your support, and to tell us a few more resources in the community, let's go back to the news.
Hello Faribault, Nord Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism and Industrial Corporation, and we do a little work for education through the Chamber Trust. We are blessed to have an incredibly busy office. We love it that way. We'll hit on a few points today. The first one's being, we've got some pretty cool events coming up. We have, first of all, our Fall Festival, and that's coming up October 4th. So those who are watching this later in the month, if you didn't get there, make sure you look for it next year. It's the chili contest, there's kids games. We partner with the fire department, and so there's the safety event with them. Also the kids costume parade downtown, and this year we've added a vendor market. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, Saturday, October 4th, downtown Faribault. Starting late morning. So got lots of great sponsors for that event as well. And coming up November, we've got the Farm Business Lunch. Really proud of that event. We've been doing that for a very long time. That's a product of our Agriculture Committee, our Ag Business Committee. Sam Ziegler from Greater Mankato Growth and Green Seam is going to be speaking, and for some reason they decided I was going to take the microphone for a little while and talk a lot about our initiatives that we partner with South Central College and Faribault Public Schools on to help move career pathways forward in agriculture and ag related, so mechanical, construction, all of these things, business, all of that stuff has everything to do with agriculture, especially in Rice County. I've often said that no matter what job you have in Rice County, you're in the ag business. Banking, accounting, grocery, chamber, schools, everybody's in the ag business here. We all prosper from our ag business economy. And then we've got that crazy Winterfest parade coming off again this year on the first Saturday, which is the 6th of December this year. Look for the fireworks downtown and the lighted parade. We're changing up the direction of the parade route this year. So it's still downtown, but then we're going to have the fireworks following the parade, and we're going to launch them from Teepee Tonka Park. It's the plan, and be able to view those from the new in progress city park down there. It should be a great time. It always is. And remember, there's 2 days of events before that, including the Christmas trees in Central Park event, and of course the Thursday night horse-drawn carriages around downtown. Look for that information. Troy will put up the website, and you can always call the chamber if you need more information. That's what I've got for you today, but I'm going to land on one little note that I want to share with everybody, and this is with regard to the recent tragic events that have held a pretty high priority status in the news cycle. I'll talk about the tragedy at the school in the Twin Cities. I'm going to talk about the tragedy of a national figure being shot publicly and killed. It's a reminder for all of us to calm down our rhetorics, understand that people are different, and it's okay to be different. And we need to respect everybody's ability to be different from one another. We should all, regardless of our differences, be able to maintain peace and order and civility, not just in public spaces, but in our homes and over the airwaves, and especially online. That's where some of the most horrible things that I see being written or videoed that are really detrimental comments to other human beings. And please, everybody, do your best to be kind to one another. We're all in this together, regardless of what anybody thinks. We are all in this together. From what I understand, none of us are getting out of this alive. So let's make the time that we have in the same spaces calm and gentle and peaceful and respectful. Thank you in advance for that, and have a great October.
Hey everyone, it's me, Ms. Denny, your favorite children's librarian. Thanks for joining me. I am here to tell you about everything happening at your library in October. There's a lot, so let's get right to it. We're excited to welcome back Minnesota Parks naturalist Andrew Wendt. He will be here as part of our library lecture series to tell us all about the snakes of Minnesota. This program is free and open to the public. It will take place on Thursday, October 2nd at 6 o'clock. Hope you can join us. Linda will be leading a Halloween-themed make and take class on Monday, October 6th at 6 o'clock. This program is open to ages 12 through adult. However, registration is required and space is limited to just 10 participants. So if you'd like to join us, you need to call the library to register ASAP. Storytime will take place in October as well. We are offering 3 different formats of Storytime. There is the 5-minute bedtime story on Facebook and YouTube on Tuesday nights at 7. There is Storytime on Zoom on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. If you'd like to join that, please let me know and I'll get you the link. And then story time here in person at the library on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Please note that in October, there is no story time on October 9. And then a special event on Thursday, October 23rd, we will be joined after story time by Miss Stephanie from ECFE. We have an opportunity for you to take a free drawing class with local artist Kate Longley. Kate is teaching art classes here at the library on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m. in the library's makerspace. Registration is required for this, so if you'd like to join us, please contact the library. You can call or you can send me an email. We'd love to have you join us. This is for ages 8 to adult. Stitch a Bit is an informal program led by our library's director where you can enjoy the company of your friends and neighbors and bring your own knitting, crocheting, or needlecraft project and work on it in the company of friends and neighbors in the library's makerspace. It meets on the first and third Fridays of the month from 10 to 11:30. Book Buds is our informal reading buddies program. It meets on Thursdays from 4 to 5. If you have a kiddo in elementary school, grades K through 5, they can come to the library Thursdays between 4 and 5 and read with one of our Teen Advisory Board member volunteers. It's a great way to build that love of reading just for the fun of it. Speaking of our Teen Advisory Board, or TAB as we call it for short, we'll be having our October meeting on Monday, October 6th at 4:30. TAB is for youth in grades 6 through 12, and so if you're interested in joining, you're going to want to get a hold of me so I can get you the application and the membership requirements. Books and Brownies and Pizza and Pages are taking place in October as well. These are our 2 book clubs for youth. Books and Brownies is for grades 2 through 5, and Pizza and Pages is for grades 6 through 12. Registration is required for both clubs, so if you'd like to join us, please send me an email or call the library. The October meeting of Books and Brownies will be on Monday, October 13 at 4:30, and Pizza and Pages will meet on Monday, October 27 at 4:30. The assignment for both clubs this month is to read any graphic novel of your choice and then come prepared to share about it. Bob leads a monthly tabletop minifigure painting group that meets this month on Wednesday, October 8th. It's always the second Wednesday of the month. Registration is required for this as well, and it's open for ages 12 and up. So that meets from 5 to 7 on Wednesday, October 8th. So get a hold of the library, or you can send Bob an email and get registered. Bob also leads a 3D printing lab on the last Wednesday of each month in the library's makerspace. This month's printing lab will be on Wednesday, October 29th. You can drop in anytime between 5:30 and 7 and chat with Bob and try out all of the cool 3D printing instruments and like the 3D pen. That's really cool. So he's got all sorts of cool things for you to try out. No matter what your experience level is with 3D printing, Bob would love to chat with you. If you're interested in ukuleles, Alan is our resident ukebrarian, and she has 2 different opportunities for you. She leads FUN, which is the Faribault Ukulele Network, and that is for experienced ukesters ages 16 and up. If you know how to play the uke already and you want to join a ukulele jam group, talk to Alan. And if you're someone who has always wanted to play the ukulele or you don't have much experience but you're interested, you can also chat with Alan and she will set you up with a one-on-one appointment where she will teach you to start how to play the ukulele. It's pretty great. So contact Alan for all your ukulele needs. And then save the date for November 3rd. Linda will be leading a puzzle competition. In fact, if you want to get registered now, that's a great idea because there is a 5-team limit. So you can register a team of up to 5 people. They must all be 16 years of age or older. And each of you will be given a 500-piece puzzle and a 2-hour time limit. The team with the fewest pieces left after the time limit wins. So that'll be Monday, November 3rd, starting at 5 o'clock. If you want to register for this program, call the library and get your team all set up. The 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program is going strong. We would love to have you register your kiddo, sign up, and read 1,000 books to them before kindergarten. You get a free book when you start and a free book when you finished, thanks to our friends at Books on Central. You also get a super cool t-shirt that says, I read 1,000 books before kindergarten, thanks to the friends of the library. If you'd like to register for this awesome program, stop in. We'd love to see you. Check out our story walk while the weather still allows it. You can stroll up and down Central Avenue and read a book. It's in a stand on the corner of all the stops as you see there on the map. If you need a map, stop in the library and we'll give you a copy of it. So enjoy the story walk in this beautiful fall weather. Or stop in and check out the library's plaza, another great thing to do before the weather turns cold. You can use it to visit with friends, you can read a book, you can play a game. A lot of the tables have a game on it so that you can play chess or checkers. By the way, you can borrow those game pieces here at the library. Just stop in the circulation desk. We also have state park passes for you to check out free with your library card. We have 4 of them now. They're good for 7 days and they provide access to any of the wonderful state parks here in Minnesota. They're available on a first come, first serve basis. That means you need to come to the library and see if one is available for you. So stop in and see if you can visit one of the beautiful state parks in this gorgeous fall weather. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about, you should get a hold of us here at the library. Stop in anytime we are open. We'd love to see you. You can also call us, send us an email, or find us on social media. Thanks for joining me, friends. See you next month. Bye-bye.
Well, that's going to do it for October on the Faribault Community Television News. I'm Sam Temple here at Faribault Rental, this month's supporter. Any last wisdom to share with folks as we head into the wintry months?
Feel free to come on in at any time. We're here 6 days a week, just getting ready for the winter push here. So let's get after it and make it a good one.
Absolutely. Well, from all of us here at Faribault Community Television, thanks for watching. See you next month.